How are you doing, everybody? I'm Kitt Nyang'aya and welcome back to another video. In this video I am sharing the biggest lessons I have learned in 2022. If you like this kind of content, please like and subscribe. Other than that, let's get into it.
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 Yo, set your affirmations, aspirations. I got shit to do, the aftermath of preparation. Good food, good
Lesson
mood.
number one, and I knew this in theory, but it has really come back to punch me in the gut. It really came back to punch me in the gut in 2022 was you cannot outrun a bad diet. So I've shared this on my Instagram. At the beginning of the year, I went to the doctor and I weighed 100 kgs. I know I didn't look it because the way that my body is shaped, it's small in the middle and then big on the outside, on the hips. So I'm kind of the shape that's in fashion right now. So I don't look big. But I was 100 kgs, which is unhealthy for a person of my height, 5'8". I should be weighing between 75 and 85 kgs for a healthy weight. So I was overweight. So I went to for a full body checkup and I was told all these things about my health. And I said, I know how I'm going to lose weight. I'm going to work out. I worked out every day. I hired a trainer. And I don't usually weigh myself at all because I think I decided that this weighing scale was just not for me. It was kind of toxic. You stand on the weighing scale all the time. You're always checking your weight and it was just not for me. So I was not weighing myself at all. So I was going hard in workouts like boxing, kickboxing. I was running, I was walking, swimming, going to the gym, lifting weights, all the above. And eating as usual. Then in March, I got sick and I had to go to the ER. When you're in the ER, you are tested everything. Blood pressure, weight, height, all of that thing. I was like, yo, I've lost so much weight. I feel good. People are telling me, hey, you look trim. Yes, I was looking trim because of all the strength workouts I was doing. I stood on the scale and I had lost 500 grams. I weighed 99.5 kgs. I have never felt so irritated and frustrated with myself, and just, you know that feeling you feel when you tell a child, don't do that, you'll fall, don't do that, you'll fall, don't do that, you'll fall, and they do it, then they fall. That feeling of, I told you, and now I have to deal with this, you crying. That's the feeling I felt for myself. And I called myself to a meeting and I was like, wake up. What are you doing? I cut my portions in half that day. I did not wait for Monday. I did not even wait for the next day. I have no idea what day that was. It was that day. When I got home, I ate half my portion. And I said to myself, I'm going to do this thing because I know what it takes. And I was just thinking, as long as I go hard in the gym, I can eat whatever I want, whenever I want, how much of it I want. Around July, 3 months after that, that's when people started to notice I was losing weight, and fast. The people around me started to notice, people online started to notice. By August, it had been, everybody was now asking me, what are you doing, what are you doing? At around November, I think I went to a wedding. And now everyone was like, what are you doing? Just tell us, just tell us. And that's when I shared, okay, fine, this is what I've done. This is what I've been doing. But that lesson, that was a big lesson for me. So now when I find myself mindlessly eating, eating when I'm not hungry, eating after I'm full. I catch myself because I'm like, remember how you felt telling yourself like that little kid, stop doing that, you'll fall. I don't want to go back there. Big lesson, big lesson in 2022. Real friends are few and far in between. If you're Kenyan, then you know that the elections happen in August, and my father is part of the Electoral Commission, and there was just stuff. I think I'll call it that. And because it's my dad, there was a lot of anxiety and a lot of stress and fear around that period. Just because Kenyans are really fanatical about politics, and the way we are around politicians is something to be studied. Truly, I really feel that way. But we will go to war, you know, for politicians, and we will fight. We have been through post-election violence. As a country, we are still healing from that, and we are still really careful how we talk about candidates and elections and tribal groups and ethnic groups and all of that, because we've been through so much and nobody wants to go back there. But that happened, and the friends that I thought I had were not friends at all. And I think one person reached out to me and asked me, Kitt, how are you? Dozens and dozens of followers sent messages of support and togetherness and kind of just checking up on me. I did not see the messages until very many days after, because I wasn't checking my DMs, because the trolls came out with their claws, and it was such a big struggle. And the people who I thought would ask me, how are you doing? Are you okay? How is your family doing? Did not. And as a person who takes really good care to think about people and to ask how people are doing, I was really hurt. And I just said to myself, you know, people have their own lives. People are dealing with their own things. Maybe they don't even know or have not put together that I'm connected to this situation in any way. Maybe they just haven't. Maybe they're just dealing with their own stuff. And I forgave people. I was like, you know what? I thought this person was my friend, but them not reaching out to me is hurtful. Yes. And I forgive them, you know, for not reaching out to me. Whatever. It's not a bad thing that they did. I said people deal with their own stuff. People are doing their own things. People are living their own lives. And that lesson to me was really need to have friends outside of social media. Like if your only interaction is social media events and brand deals and this, that, and the other, then maybe you can't really call that person a friend. It has to be somebody you talk to on the phone, you call them up, da da da. So if any of these people in that group are people who I want to spend time with outside of this, then I'll make the effort and I'll make friends. because I want to have long-lasting friendships. I want to have friends that last years. I see my aunt and my mom have friends that they've had since high school, and I'm like, that would be nice to have somebody who knows you, you know, who has grown with you, somebody who knows your history. It would be nice to have that. Yeah, so in 2023 I am making the effort to hang out with people, reach out, be friends to people, and build relationships that last, relationships where I'll check up on them for actual real life events, and they check up on me for real actual, you know, events that we can support each other through, because that's life. Life is people. You can't do it alone. Phew, that one was a really hard one for me to talk about, because the anxiety is still there, the fear is still there. I'm still nervous, and I'm still scared about stuff to do with that situation, and it is how it is. It is what it is. Yeah. Number 3, rest days are importantest, the most important thing in life. So in 2022, in the beginning of the year, I said to myself, I work all the time because of my job. It's literally on my phone sitting next to me, in bed, while I'm in church, whatever it is, I can always do my job. I said to myself, I need to take a day off where I can rest, because otherwise I will start to be overwhelmed and not be able to do anything. I cannot take Saturday off because that's the most busy day for events. All my brand events are usually on Saturday. I cannot take Sunday off because I have no childcare. Ruth leaves on Saturday, so I have to take care of my children. I go to church, I do family things. So what day can I take off that would not affect anybody else, only me? Monday. And I've been taking Mondays off for the entire year, and I have to tell you, it's delightful. Monday is a day very many people dread. I love Mondays. I sometimes go out to eat, for coffees and teas and things like that. I sometimes stay in bed the whole day watching movies. I sometimes go visit my mom. I love Mondays. I look forward to Mondays so much. Sometimes when Ruth asks me if she can take Monday off, I'm like, wait, what? Wait, what? Well, you can't go on my day off. We can't both be off, you know. Yeah, so just if you can't afford to have a whole day off every single week, have a day off every month or every 2 weeks, but actually take the time for you. And in that time, don't run errands, don't do stuff that are for like everybody else, or for, you know, for your job. No, be. The art of being, I have found so beneficial to me in 2022. Sometimes I'm hanging out with people and we're at an event or something, and I'm just sitting there. I'm the only person without my phone taking pictures, taking videos. And amongst my family and my friends, I'm the only influencer. So people look at me like, Kitt, you're not taking videos? And I'm like, I'm being. And that's just delicious. Just resting, just being. Honestly, it has helped me in my mental health massively, massively, massively. Number 4, speaking of mental health, it's boundaries. My biggest lesson is something that I coined. It's a note I coined, and I just go to my clipboard, I pick it and I post it. Every single time somebody sends me a video, a picture, a meme on social media, I immediately send them, please caption what you've sent me. I do not open videos or pictures without first knowing, so as to protect my mental health. People will send you things that will spoil your day. Women being stripped in the streets, children dying, and they're sharing it with you because it's important, you know, like they've found something, you know, important in it, and they want to share their outrage, and they want to share it with somebody who can share it, and you know. But if you're not in the mental space to receive that, it can hurt you badly. There's things that I've watched on social media, and I've cried, and I've just had a bad day. It's not kind to send somebody things, especially really hurtful things like that. So those are the kind of boundaries that I put on my social media. The other kind of boundary I put is when you ask me for advice. If you ask me for advice and don't wait for me to answer, yes, I can listen to your problem, and you just write down your paragraph. If I read the first sentence and I'm like, I can't do this today because I'm dealing with a lot. Some days I'm just not. I'm not available for anybody else's things. I have to survive, you know. So if I read the first paragraph and I'm like, oh, I never read the rest. I'm not curious like that. Like, I protect myself so jealously because I know where I've come from. I usually just respond, I'm so sorry, I'm not able to support today. Obviously, people catch a feeling, people feel entitled to my time and my advice, and for me to listen to their problems. It's unfortunate. Imagine I'm a stranger on the internet. I'm actually not a close friend or your mom or your sister. I'm literally a stranger on the internet. I know you know me, but I don't know you. I only have a name, you know, a handle or your name. So the way you come across is the way strangers come across on the street. And if a stranger just walked up to me and was like, yo, Kitt, I need your help, my mother is being beaten by my father, could you? I'd be like, whoa, guys, everybody just pause. My mental health is such that I cannot today. I just can't. I can't. I can't. Sorry about your mom. So some people get angry, some people get upset with me, and they lash out in the strangest way I've ever experienced. But I get it. It is what it is. People are dealing with their own things, and they come to our interaction with their own background, just the same way I come to the interaction with my own background. But that boundary has been really beneficial for me. Last but not least, I didn't realize how I looked physically. My shape really affected my self-esteem. I've always been the same shape since I was a teenager. But this year, when I lost weight, my shape started to change. I started to become more narrow and less hourglass. And my self-esteem took a hit. I was doing this thing for myself, for my health. I was losing weight because it was the correct thing to do, the healthy thing to do. But then my vanity came into play. And I really had to go through that. And I just want to say, if you're on a weight loss journey, there's a lot of internal work to be done about how you currently feel about yourself, how you feel about slim people, how you feel about people who look differently from you, how you feel about bigger people, how your partner plays into that, how your children play into that, how your family, and you're going to get comments upon comments. I can't count the number of times people have told me, oh my goodness, you've lost so much weight, you've lost so much weight. The commenting on my body is something I have been dealing with for so long, ever since I was a teenager and got this body. People have been commenting on it, and it sometimes it's just a lot. Even if the comments are good, it's a lot. And I wish I had done more work to fortify myself against that, when in fact I didn't do any of that. And even going to shop for clothes, you know, the shock of wearing something that size was something I had not prepared for. So even though I love my new body and my new size, there is still a lot of work that I can do, and I am doing with my therapist, just so that I can be comfortable living here, you know, and not be like, you know what, I was more comfortable there, let me go back there. There was an unhealthy place, I don't want to go back there. Here is a healthy place, I want to stay. Yeah, and work on being at home here where I currently am. Oh, this video has, I didn't realize how much this video is going to take out of me. Yo. You know what, share with me, you guys, your lessons for 2022. What do you have learned? Big lessons, small lessons, whatever lesson you have learned. I'd love to hear from you guys, and let's share, let's learn from one another. Thanks for watching, and until next time, bye.
Day, wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Yo, set your affirmations, aspirations.